So I'm assuming by now most of you guys have probably got lost in the world of Diablo 4. If not, in the last 4 days, probably today and in the coming weeks. Either way, the game's awesome and I want to talk about it. But real quick, before we get into it, be sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoy this kind of content, and also subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos like this in the future. I've been playing the game for probably 4 days now, since the day 1 of early access, and I've been pretty much no-lifing it the whole time. Maybe it's the honeymoon phase for this game, maybe not, I'm not sure. Only time will tell. But either way, this game is awesome. I'm having a ton of fun playing it, and they have done some really good things with this game. I gotta first say that the dev team for this game have knocked it out of the park. This is probably one of the best games that Blizzard's made in a long time. I was a little worried in the beginning. I thought to myself, most of the devs that worked on the original games for Diablo 2, Diablo 3 are no longer working there. So I was definitely a little worried about this game, thinking, okay, this is a new team. Are they going to be able to make something good? Or is this going to be another flop? And I have been pleasantly surprised that no, this is a really good game, and these new devs, just this whole team in general, are doing really good work. So I've beaten the game, I've done a ton of the side quests, I've done a bunch of exploring, interacting with the different NPCs and all the different little player hubs slash towns, and I've got to say they've done a really good job as far as the whole world building aspect of this game goes. The direction of the story and the campaign has been really interesting to not only experience, but just kind of witness in general. This is the first time that we've had this kind of a storyline for a Diablo game in a long time. You know, back in Diablo 2, Diablo 1, Diablo 3, we've been there for the story. We get the story, we understand, yeah, Diablo, the soul stones, blah blah blah. But we as characters in this world really haven't had that much agency. As you're going through these quests and you're just doing the different stories and watching the cutscenes and cinematics, it feels like us as a player has a lot more involvement in the story. It almost feels like the story is about our character instead of being about the characters. I really got the feeling of my character having like an actual relationship or friendship with the different characters that he or she was interacting with. And by the end of the game, it's like you feel like your characters have this like crew, and then the things that happen to the people in your party or your group are just that much more tragic. And then once you're at the end of the game and you're just sitting there just seeing what happens, you're just like, man, I want more of this. So it's going to be really awesome to see kind of where the storyline goes after this. And as of today, Blizzard has confirmed that they are working on multiple expansions planned out for this game. So we're going to have a ton more content to look forward to in the coming years. And I will say this about the end of the story for this game. There are a bunch of questions that I would like an answer to. I'm not going to name any names, but there are a couple of really important slash impactful characters that we have known for a long time that just do not make an appearance in this game. So I'm just wondering, where are these people? What are they doing? Things like that. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see if and when these characters do show up, and what's going to happen. But as far as my overall thoughts go for this game, obviously I didn't really talk about the open world, the art direction, because all of these things are just 10 out of 10s for me. I think the idea of them opening up the world into an open world kind of space instead of these select little zones actually made the game feel so much better. One thing I was kind of worried about going with this game was just the, I guess, shared space, having other players kind of like running around the world around me and not being grouped up. Kind of made me a little worried, but it works really well, and it's actually really nice kind of doing like an event and then a couple of people show up and help you out, and it's really fun. So yeah, if you guys haven't guessed already, I really like this game. I would definitely recommend it to anyone, even people that haven't played the other games before. This is going to be a really fun experience for most players. I'm going to give it some time for most of you guys to try to get through the campaign and, figure out the spoilers and experience them yourselves before I start making some videos on some very heavily spoilery kind of related content. Because, like I said, there's some questions and just things I really want to talk about, but we will save those things for another day. But I would love to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about Diablo 4? Have you played it? Are you guys enjoying it? Or are you just not interested in this game at all? Either way, let me know. I love hearing from you guys. And with that, we will see you guys later.